Hi there, I'm Trista for Senate. Trista for Congress. This is me. And I'm going to be canvassing, starting with my neighbors. And check it out, I've got a present to give. They have a choice. The other one is, say, Van Gogh sunflowers. So I'm going to be giving them a present for being my first signers. All I need is about 780 signatures, 790, and I have run for office before, but they always knocked me off the ballot. But this time, as I learned from one of my previous attempts to run for DC City Council in 1997, there's a way you can go to the secretary or registrar, it's the name of it, and check and verify each and one of the signatures. So I printed off signature thing from the Secretary of State of Arizona website. It's azsos.gov, and you can go sign my petition at 25pp/25pp. So this is going to be kind of a vlog. Please follow and share if you want to watch how to run for office. I'm a UC Berkeley alumni scholar in political science. Hola vecinos! So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this very much, I think, because this time I'm going to get on the ballot. I'm tired of being a write-in candidate. Ran for sheriff, and I'm still running for sheriff too until I win. And I'm going to pull a Trump. I'm not going to concede defeat. Haha. Check this out. This is beautiful. Cool. I'm making a stage. Hola vecinos. Buenas tardes. Ding dong. Well, they're not home, so what I'm going to do, like a good neighbor, which is what the United States is not anymore, by the way. If you just ask Canada or Mexico, you know, yet more grounds to impeach the mofo. And I read that Adelita Grijalva is going to be running for this seat, and well, it'll be good competition. Maybe it will be maybe it will draw like a record number of people voting, because I was at the United States District Court, Tucson, Arizona, the other day, with my busking amp and microphone, and you can see those on the previous videos. I was there a couple hours, and I did get moved on, but I can do that on the street, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be hosting an Impeach Now demonstrations at the United States District Court. They can actually save us, and I'm going to be filing many cases. I've already prepared many resolutions asking for prayer of relief in the form of the judge removing him from office, with the legal precedents of Cuy Griffin, the New Mexico commissioner, who was removed from office for his role in the January 6th insurrection. So we must apply that to all the other insurrectionists in Congress, in our government, in the White House, and in the Supreme Court too. Corruption and bribery are impeachable offenses. So are the litany and maybe even like million impeachable offenses carried out by this illegitimate pretender to the non-existent American throne. And our Congress, and this is why I'm running for this seat, I was waiting for a chance to run for this seat. It was my first choice to be a representative in Congress, in the House of Representatives. It's the People's House, and I feel strongly that Al Green is the only representative in Congress who has actually done his job. And I, like many other Democrats, are quite angry with and disgusted and fed up and tired of the negotiating with terrorists that's going on between the Democratic Party and the Republicans who long ago, when they allowed this menace to society remain in office, they acquitted him in the Senate, as you all remember. That was the first blow against democracy, after, of course, the insurrection. And by the way, according to the U.S. Constitution, which the Congress is currently not following, he has no right to remain in office. 14th Amendment, Section 3 says that no insurrectionists may hold office. And he's done his best to overwhelm us. They call it flooding the zone. So you're going to allow me, you're going to enable me, when I get to Congress. Oh, look, there's some quail. You're going to allow me to get rid of them all. I'm going to be impeaching every single damn day, filing impeachments, and demanding an immediate trial for 1,000 impeachable offenses. How about that? We're going to flood the zone, and we're going to, what do they call it? What is Steve Bannon, the right-wing strategist? He's a James Carville of the MAGA movement. And by the way, James Carville kind of shat on the Democrats, I think, just recently. I used to have quite a lot of respect for him as a strategist, Democratic strategist. I consider myself as a Democratic strategist. As I mentioned, I've been running for office for a long time. Long time. It'll be a long time. I was student body president at San Diego City College, where the college president said that my administration as student body president at SDCC was the most productive and the most productive she'd ever seen. She'd been president for a couple decades. And unlike Diaper Donald's, I left the student government in peachy shape. We were actually in the black rather than in the red, which is what Diaper Donald did to our economy the first time. Shit show 1.0, as George Conway calls it. Shout out to one of the longtime whistleblowers, lawyer George Conway. Happy to be on any of your shows, by the way. David Feldman, I strongly recommend any of these shows, and I would be happy to be a guest on any of these shows. David Pacman, Lights On with Jessica Denson. Midas Touch, yeah, I used to be a producer, but I quit because they did not do due diligence in investigating an obviously rigged, stolen race. Elon Musk put $300 million into a political campaign, which is illegal. As a federal contractor, he should be stripped of his security clearance. What he's trying to do to all our seniors and veterans right now should be done to him. He needs to have his assets seized. We need to put Tesla and SpaceX into seize his assets, like France is trying to do with him for his election of interference in Europe. Not just France, but Germany. He's put $150 million towards the Nazi party in Germany, and he called on King Charles to disband, to dissolve the parliament. I mean, what more obvious election interference and interference in the governments of other affairs? He's out of control. Also, he's a drug fiend, as well as Diaper Donald. Been doing meth. He's a meth head. He's been a meth head with Adderall. He snorts it like a pig. Everybody should look into Noel Kassler, who was a producer on the set of The Apprentice, and that's, by the way, where we get the term shit show, because they had to actually stop production and change his diaper. Not Kevin's, but Kevin was the guy who had to change Diaper Donald's diaper. And yeah, he's been wearing a diaper since the 1980s. Very interesting factoid. That, and everybody should know that he has Hitler's Mein Kampf on his bedside table, according to Ivana's divorce papers. And by the way, I don't believe she was properly investigated.